Hello and welcome to the Abundantly Successful Show, the show for conscious entrepreneurs who have the deep desire to turn their passion into a successful and thriving business, all while making a huge impact in the world. I'm your host, Keith Sanders, also known as the Creator of Possibilities. And in today's episode, I would like to talk to you about why your money story really determines your financial success. So the things that we're going to cover is like why your money story and how you also feel about money really determines your financial success. And we're also going to cover like what is your money story and how can you really find out what your own money story is, and why how you really feel about money is actually very, very important, because it will affect your success. And we're also going to talk about how it really affects your success and how you can really change your money story around so it will allow you to create more financial abundance in your life and also your business. I mean, let me ask you this. I mean, have you ever felt like you're just chasing after the money, or you felt maybe even very uncomfortable about asking potential clients to actually pay you for your services? You know, I used to be like that, like in the beginning stages, like I used to stumble over my words. Every time when I had a complimentary session or I had a conversation with a potential client and they asked me, well, how much do you charge? I just rumbled through through the last part. I just rushed through, and I felt very, very uncomfortable about not just asking for the money, but also just talking about the money, right? And even, talking about the different services and how much I charge, what I charge, and why I charge as much as I charge. It was very, very difficult for me, because making money, all that mindset, all that fears I had around, asking for money, or how uncomfortable I felt about asking for the money, really made it very, very, very difficult to actually make money with my business. And a lot of my clients and a lot of the entrepreneurs that I talk to on a daily basis, they have the exact same challenge. Money is a very, very difficult topic to talk about that not a lot of people like to talk about, even though it is one of the biggest things that, without money, we don't survive, right? And the things, if you are in the same situation right now, if you're feeling very uncomfortable at asking for the money, or, you don't know how to really talk about it, or you're really feeling uncomfortable and you're really having a very bad relationship with money, basically, then it's going to be very difficult for you to actually make a decent income with your business. So in today's episode, I want to talk about that real quick, so because the way you make money with your business, how much you're going to make with your business, it's not going to change until you actually change your money story. So let's start with what is your money story, or what is the money story? The money story is really how you feel about money, and it comes from how did you grow up, learning about money? Because when you were a child, you didn't know nothing about money, right? Everything that you know about money right now, today, how you feel about money, the relationship you have with money, came from how you grew up around money. The things that you have learned. And I know there's so many people out there that say, making money is hard. You have to work so many different jobs just to barely come by. And you have to work really, really hard to just make some money. And money is evil. And all these different things, or even rich people are evil. And it's all something that you learn, that you may turn into your own truth. So the money story is really, everything that you know about money, everything that you believe around money. If you believe that money doesn't grow on trees, or that you really have to work very, very hard to make money, well, guess what? That's how it's going to be, because that's what you believe. But it's not the truth, because if you think about it, there's so many successful entrepreneurs out there. Do you think they work extremely hard, 24/7 just to barely make any money? No. Their money blueprint, their money story is more of an abundant mindset. They know money is there. Money is everywhere. Making money can be easy if you allow it, if you believe it. So, the way you really come up, figure out your own money stories. Think about, how do you feel about money? And that's also very important, to know how you feel about money. Is the relationship that you have with money more so that you keep chasing after? It's more like a really bad relationship or really bad marriage where it's like a tug of war, push, pull, push, pull. Or is it really more of a nurturing relationship? Do you feel really good about money? For example, when you're getting bills in the mail, do you go like, oh, now I got another bill. Oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to pay for this. I don't have the money for this. Oh my God, how I'm going to make this happen? Or do you feel, well, you know what, I'm so grateful that I have enough money to pay these bills. And I still have money left over afterwards to do something fun. You know, it's really how you feel about money is extremely important, because if you know anything about law of attraction, you know, or you know anything of the spiritual, on the spiritual side, you know, everything, the way you feel, you vibrate at a certain level. So if you are feeling very negative about money, guess what you're vibrating? You're vibrating on a very low frequency. So guess what you're going to attract? You're going to attract more of the same, lack of money. But if you feel really good about money, you're going to attract more because you're vibrating at a different level. And also, you know, you got to believe that the money is really there. You know, so the way your money story, your money blueprint really affects your success is if you don't believe that their money is there, if you don't believe that the clients are there, if you don't feel comfortable asking for the money, if you have a really bad relationship with money, it's going to affect your success. It's going to reflect in how many clients you're going to have, the quality of clients. That's a big one. Because if you have a mindset of lack, if you feel like, you know, I don't have the money to work with a coach, or I can't afford this, that you're going to attract clients like that. So if you have complimentary sessions or strategy sessions or initial consultation, and you come up to, and the clients keep saying, I don't have the money, I can't afford that, I really just want, you know, pick your brain, you attract that because that's what's going on within you. Everything that's happening outside of you is a mirror reflection of what's going on inside. So if you keep attracting those clients that don't want to do the work, that don't value your services, that don't want to pay you, that don't see the value in paying for a coach or consultant or, you know, whatever you do, then it's because you attracted that, because that's, you know, a mirror reflection of what's going on within you. So that's also based on your money story. Now, what can you really do to uncover what your true money story is? So you really want to look at, you know, and I highly suggest, you know, sit down one afternoon or one morning and, you know, take your journal out, maybe listen to some meditation music or some really relaxing music, and really tune into yourself, or really tune into your heart, and think about, how do you feel about money? What do you believe about money? You know, really write everything down. Get crystal clear on how do you feel. How much money do you think can you make in a month? You know, what's your they also call it the financial thermostat. So for example, if your thermostat is set at, I can only make $30,000 a year, then no matter how hard you work to get past that, you will not. Let's say you're setting your income goal for $50,000 a year, but if you only feel, if your sweet spot, you know, is the way you are feeling comfortable about is set for 30,000, you're not going to reach 50. You might go a little over, or you stay right below it, but it's going to be very difficult for you to make that $50,000 a year. So what you want to do is you want to really raise your money blueprint. You want to raise your financial thermostat so you feel better about making that kind of money. And it really goes back to the mindset. Do you feel that you're worthy enough to make $50,000 a year? Do you feel deserving? Do you feel that whatever you're offering is valuable enough to really make that kind of money? You know, it really also goes back to, you know, your own self-worth. Do you believe that you can make this kind of money? Do you deserve this kind of money? And also look at, because I see it a lot of times where some people, they think, well, if I make all this money, then other people don't have this money. But money is everywhere. There's so much money out in the world, so everyone can have however much they want. So you're not taking away from anyone else. But then also think about, how much good can you really do once you have a lot more money? You can grow your business even more. So then you're going to affect even more people. You're going to be able to maybe hire an expert that can help you then grow your business. You can create programs and products, you know, that all require money. You can invest into a good cause, for example. Make donations. You can then also change your own life. If you like to go on vacation, guess what? You can do that too. So there's so much more involved in, when you allow yourself to make more money, your life is going to be a lot better. So just know that you're not going to take away from anyone else, but you can also give back. So the more money you make, the more opportunities you have to grow your business, to impact more people, and then also to give back. Right now, you might not be able to give back because you don't have enough money. But once you raise your income, you can do that. But now, how can you really change your money story around? So like I mentioned, you really want to get clear on what is your money story. How do you feel about money? So for example, also think about what did you learn about money as you were growing up? So for example, if your family was not very rich and barely making it each and every month, so there was not really a lot of money left over to do any fun things or to buy the things you want, or maybe to even go on a vacation. And then maybe listen to what remember what your family used to tell you, your parents. What did they usually say about money? Did they say things like, well, we can't afford this, and money doesn't grow on trees, or I would never spend that money on something stupid like that, or we don't have the money for things like that, we don't have everything, whatever. Really think about, what did you learn about money? What did your parents tell you? And even as you're growing up, you can look at your habits. You can look at the, how things kept showing up in your life. Did you ever, want to make more money and then something happened and it was just a big flop or a big failure, or I like to call it more lesson learned rather than failure. But look at, how things were happening over your life. And it all really goes back to your money story. So really get clear on, how do you feel about money? What do you believe about money? What do you believe how much you can make? And really get crystal clear around that. And then what you can do is, first of all, you can ask the question, well, what's the higher truth here? Is that really true? Is it really true that making money is hard? Is it really true that there's not enough money out there? Is it really true that I can't get no clients? Is it really true that I don't deserve more money? Is it really true that if I make more money, other people don't get money? Really look at the higher truth. Is whatever you believe about money really true? Because if you, for example, fear that, if you've heard before that when you get rich, when you make a lot of money, you become evil, you turn into a really nasty person, and people are not going to like you because you make so much money. Well, is it really true? You determine who you turn into, who you become. So if you never want to be a really evil person just because you make a lot of money, you have a choice. You can choose to be who you want to be, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much success you're going to achieve. You decide. It's all your choice. So really look at, what's the higher truth about all the things that you came up with. And then what you can do is, and that's one of my most favorite strategies to use really to get rid of some of the negative energy, is write a letter. Write everything down, how you feel about money, how it's been pissing you off that you can't make no money, that's been so difficult for you to make money, cuss, use bad words, whatever. Really let it out. Let all the emotions out of how bad of the financial situation and how much you hate being in the situation, how difficult it is to make money. Let it all out. And then when you feel like you're kind of empty when it comes to, like the negative feeling about money, then you draw a line and say, this is it. I'm done. This is what I want now moving forward. This is how I want things to be instead. And get crystal clear of how you want to change your money story around. That you want money to come to you easily and effortlessly in increasing amounts month in and month out through multiple sources, but you want to be easy and effortlessly. You want people to value you because you value yourself. So really get crystal clear on what you want to have instead. And then what you do is you burn that paper. Okay, so you go, if you have a backyard, go outside, you burn that paper. Or if you can't go outside, do it in your home, but make sure you don't burn down your home. And just, burn the paper. And as you see the paper burning into ashes, you imagine releasing the negative energy you have around money. Really releasing it. And then just get rid of the ashes. Don't keep them around. Just get rid of them, bury them outside, or take them to the trash. But let go of it. And every time you come up to this whole money blocks that you can't make more money, you can do this exercise again, but allow yourself to see the higher truth, because money is everywhere. And there's one affirmation that I like to use every single day. Making money is easy. When you repeat that phrase, and even if you don't believe it right now, still you can say this phrase over and over and over again. I'm telling you, just making this tiny little shift puts you in a different vibration. And then it's not going to happen right away, but then eventually you are going to vibrate at a level of abundance. And then you're going to attract a lot more money. When I started doing this, like every day I kept repeating this words. The clients are already there. The right clients are already there. They're happy to pay for my services. Making money is easy. People are going to pay me for my services. People are happy to pay for my services. Just, changing those wording around made a huge, huge difference. Okay, but first, of course, you want to let go of, the money story that you have. And, I've also created some EFT videos on my YouTube channel as well, so, that you can tap along about, becoming a money magnet and, making more money and getting clients and feeling more worthy. So there are a bunch of EFT videos out there you can take a look at, and tap along to really release that. But, I just want to leave you with this. Really allow yourself to uncover your money story. Really allow yourself to change how you feel about money, because you deserve all the money and all the abundance that your heart desires. But it truly starts within you first. If you don't believe you can make more money, if you have a really bad relationship with money, you're not going to be able to create all the abundance that you want, create the financial success that you want. So really in order to create that abundance, the financial success, the financial freedom that you want, and really making more money so then you can do all these amazing things, you have to change how you feel and how you think about money. Change your money story around and you will create all the abundance that you want. Now, I have a little resource for you. It's my Mindset Magic ebook. It outlines 5 different steps in really helping you uncover what's holding you back, and then helping you really create a more abundant and successful life and business. So you can go to kaysanders.com/mindset magic, and I'll also put the link in the show notes. So this is a free resource. It's a little ebook that also goes through some different questionnaire, like a little workbook as well, so that can help you also uncover what's truly holding you back. And also I outline different strategies that can help you figure out what's holding you back. Really figure out what are your inner gremlins, your monkey mind, your limiting beliefs, the sabotaging behavior. So it will help you then really get clear on what's holding you back, so then you can really take the necessary steps, or you can choose to take those necessary steps to really allow yourself to let go of that. Okay, so I'm super excited that you were here today, that you were listening in, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. And make sure to head on over to abundantly-successful.com to look at the previous episodes and also the show notes. You definitely want to look at the show notes. Now, with that said, have an amazingly abundant and successful day, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next episode.